There was no dramatic countdown, no flashing lights, no shouting headline. Just a man in a black jacket, standing on a plain stage, saying something that most people didn't fully process at first. We think this is the most important product Tesla has ever made. Not a car, not a rocket, not even artificial intelligence in the abstract, a humanoid robot. Tesla Bot Gen 3, and if you weren't paying close attention, you might have missed the fact that this moment didn't feel like a launch at all. It felt like a handoff, a quiet transition from a world where machines assist humans, to a world where machines work beside them. Section 1 WHY Tesla Bot Gen 3 is different for years. Humanoid robots have existed in a strange category. Impressive demos, carefully scripted movements, short videos that go viral, and then disappear. Boston Dynamics showed us agility. Research labs showed us intelligence, factories showed us automation. But no one showed us integration. Tesla Bot Gen 3 isn't trying to be the most athletic robot. It's not trying to be the most human looking. And it's not trying to scare you. It's trying to be useful. And that changes everything. Section 2. The design philosophy. Boring on purpose. At first glance, Tesla Bot Gen 3 looks restrained. No exaggerated facial expressions. No synthetic skin. No attempt to cross the uncanny valley. This is intentional. Elon Musk has said multiple times that the worst mistake in robotics is overhumanizing too early. Gen 3 follows a different rule. Form follows function. Trust follows predictability. The proportions are slightly refined from Gen 2. The joints are smoother. The movements are slower but more precise. Nothing about it screams science fiction. And that's the point. Section 3. The real breakthrough. Embodied intelligence. Here's where most coverage gets it wrong. Tesla Bot Gen 3 is not impressive because it can walk, lift, or sort objects. Those are table stakes. The real leap is something called embodied intelligence. This means the AI doesn't just think, it learns through physical experience, just like humans do. Every movement feeds data back into the system. Every failed grasp refines future predictions. Every task improves the internal world model. This isn't scripted automation. This is generalized learning inside a physical body. Section 4 WHY Tesla had an advantage no one else did. Tesla didn't start with robots. They started with cars. That matters more than people realize, because Tesla vehicles have spent billions of miles collecting real-world data, object recognition, motion prediction, human behavior, environmental uncertainty. Tesla Bot Gen 3 inherits that stack. The same neural networks that predict a pedestrian crossing a road now predict a human reaching for a tool. The same systems that understand road geometry now understand rooms, shelves, stairs, and workspaces. This is not a new AI. It's a re-embodiment of an existing one. Section 5. Autonomy without drama. One of the most misunderstood aspects of Gen 3 is autonomy. Tesla is not releasing a robot that just does whatever it wants. Instead, Gen 3 operates under bounded autonomy. Clear task definitions, human overridable behavior, predictable action planning, continuous monitoring. If something unexpected happens, the robot slows down. If uncertainty rises, it pauses. If confidence drops below a threshold, it asks for input. This isn't because Tesla lacks confidence. It's because trust is earned through restraint. Section 6. The new hands. Why manipulation matters more than brains. AI headlines focus on intelligence, but in the physical world, hands are everything. Gen 3 introduces a redesigned hand system. Higher torque density, improved tactile sensing, sub-millimeter grip adjustment. This allows the robot to fold clothes without tearing, handle fragile objects, use standard human tools, adapt grip mid-task. This is where previous robots failed. They could think, they could move, but they couldn't interact naturally with the world we already built. Gen 3 is designed for our environment, not a redesigned one. Section 7. Energy. The invisible limiter that got solved. One of the least talked about breakthroughs is power efficiency. Robots fail not because they're dumb, but because they're inefficient. Gen 3 uses custom low-power inference chips, optimized actuator control, predictive motion planning to reduce waste. The result: a full workday on a single charge. Not a demo, not a lab test, a realistic operational cycle. That changes deployment economics overnight. Section 8. What Tesla Bot Gen 3 can actually do in 2026. Let's get specific. No fantasy, no marketing gloss. Realistic Gen 3 capabilities at launch. Warehouse item handling, factory material transport, simple assembly, assistance cleaning and maintenance tasks, tool delivery and inventory tracking, elderly assistance, non-medical. Not everything, not everywhere, but enough to matter. Section 9. The economic implication no one wants to say out loud. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Tesla Bot Gen 3 is not expensive because it's advanced. It's dangerous because it's affordable. Elon Musk has hinted repeatedly, the long-term goal is a price comparable to a compact car. That means no salary, no overtime, no fatigue, no training ramp. This doesn't eliminate jobs overnight, but it reshapes labor economics permanently. And that conversation has barely started. Section 10. Why this isn't a Skynet moment. Fear sells. Reality is quieter. Tesla Bot Gen 3 does not have independent goals, seek power, override human authority. It doesn't want anything. It executes constrained objectives within human-defined boundaries. The real risk isn't rebellion, it's dependency. Section 11. The real 2026 leap scale. Not intelligence. The biggest shift isn't Gen 3 itself. It's what happens after deployment. Every robot learns from experience, shares anonymized updates, improves the global model. This creates a feedback loop.